Okay, going back through our while loop basic, our basic code for while loops, what we ended up doing was we did an average program. So it took all your marks in, as many as you said you kept wanting to enter, and then it calculated the average for you. So what was very helpful there was we set up a counter for answer. Well, now should have 8 at this point, so we can see what your average is. So counter, and I just call it counter is equal to 0. So we set it up as 0 before anything runs. We set up a running total. This is very helpful for future assignments. I'm talking in the past. And what we're going to do is call it total, set it equal to 0. Sorry, taking a sip of coffee here. So what we do is we set up those things on the outside. Now, while loops run based on an if condition. So here's my if condition to run the code. So grade program. Actually, I'm going to call it, I don't like that. I'll like it run again. Because that's what this is going to ask. But it's not going to ask if it's going to run again. Basically, what we're going to say is here, do you want to run? Do you want to calculate your average? And like I said in the last video, we're going to force it lowercase. So then all we have to do is do this. While, and remember all these keywords, all the good keywords turn up with the orange text. So run again while they say yes. So as long as they keep telling me yes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the count. And what you can just do is nice and easily plus equals. So that says take counter, whatever it was before. So at first it was 0. Add on this many. Well, I only want to add on 1 every time it goes through. And then what we're going to do is ask for their grade. Grade is equal to, and we don't give you decimals here, so we're just going to say grade is equal to the integer input of the prompt here, enter your grade. Now, once we get that grade in there, what we're going to do is we're going to add it to our total. So, like I said before, plus equals just means add on. They take what it was before, add on this amount. So, take my total, add on my new grade. And this, and I even said it, I'm going to actually copy and paste it straight from here. This was super important. Super important. We need to ask the question again. Because if we don't ask the question again, what ends up happening is this runs forever and ever and ever. Do you want to? And we wouldn't ask the same question at this point because then they'd be like, what's going on? This program's broken. Do you want to add another? Or do you have So do you have more grades to enter? If they say yes, right? Now I'm going to put a space here. If they say yes, it's going to go through it. So we did, the crazy part was, we had done an if that does not equal no or yes. Actually, that's kind of cool. So what we did here was we said if run again did not equal to no or did not equal. If they didn't say no or yes, we actually made the program just die completely. But what we actually saw was we can just be like print error. We can just be like, okay, try again, please. But this really the only trouble is it gives them only one shot at it. So we could do an if here. What we did the last time, if you look on the code, was we did if they say this, print error, shutting down now, and then quit. Now, what we can do is, in order to make sure that they do it right, instead of if one time, just while, try again. And what you do is you copy this right here and you paste it there. So it prints error, try again. Do you want to enter another grade? If they don't say no or yes, it's going to keep going through this. Now, this is kind of cool for error handling. I'm going to say more advanced. And, okay, relax. Stop beeping at me, computer. All right, so then what we did before was just said, okay, if it comes out, when they say no, it's actually just going to do stuff here. Now, that was because we had quit. So we would do that. Now, when loops naturally end, doing some more reading on my free time, we could actually do a while here, or an else with a while, and an else with a for. So when it naturally ends, so naturally ending would be when this ends, what we're going to do is we're actually going to print, we're going to do the average. So average is equal to total divided by counter, and then print, and we'll do our fancy printing, printf, your average is, and then we'll do average, and please round it to 2 decimal places. Oh, get lost. All right, so let's try that out because I've not used the else too much. Let's see if this works. While else. So let's close this up. Start fresh here. Yeah, I want to kill it. Run. Let's run it. Do you want to calculate? Absolutely. Enter your grade. 88. Do you have more grades to enter? Blah blah blah. Error. Do you have more grades to enter? And we can do this forever. Yes. Uh-oh. So run. Oh, it is not my code. It is not the logic. It is my code. Look what I'm missing right here. I'm gonna close this, kill it. Yes, I forgot an A. I was having too much fun running this and trying to see if that worked. Okay, and look at, you can even do this, being silly. Enter your grade. It'll force it to get there. So I did 88, then I did boom, 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 boom. I did blah, 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 blah. Now I'm gonna do yes. Uh-oh. It is my logic. What's going on here? So when we do logical statements and we have or, false or, so this would be, it's not equal to no, which is true, but it is, this is false. So true. And what we can do here is if, let's see if that fixes it. Ha! Look at this error right on the spot. This was not intended here. Yes. Enter your grade 88. Now we're going to do error. Why am I keep getting errors here? If run again equals yes, continue. Or do I break? I must have to break. Okay, there we go. So you're gonna have to add that break in there. That's really weird. That shouldn't happen. I have to look at that more. There's a quick fix. Break it if they say yes. So now enter your grade again. 95. You have more grades to enter? Yes. What? What is going on? Error, not the correct. Huh. Oh, that's why. Let's comment that out. Let's see if this works now with and, because or is too finicky. Yes. You want to enter grade 88. Yes. Enter your grade 95. Oh my god, my hand slipped. I meant to say yes. Enter your grade 75. Yes. 80. No. And that worked exactly like I wanted to. No naturally ended the loop because it didn't go into this sort of error handling, and it went straight to this else and did my average, and the program ended. Now, last time we didn't do the else part, but this was just to show you that when you use the else, it's at the natural end of your loop, which our natural end is them not saying yes and not saying no. Sorry, not saying yes and saying no, not saying anything else. I feel like at this point I'm going to start saying, make sure to like and subscribe on these.